It's another Mad Hatter Shows podcast. We're doing this on a regular basis now, every 2 weeks. I'm Neil Snyder. With me tonight is Riot. Welcome back.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
It's been like a year since you've been in that seat, right?
It has been a year. Feel like you kept it warm.
We've definitely had a little rotation in there, but for those that are watching, you never know who's going to be in that other chair. So
yeah, like Russian roulette. Never know.
For those that don't even know what they're watching, this is Mad Hatter Shows. You may have this on your feed because you follow a venue, or you may follow, an artist that's on the show tonight. What we like to do is tell people about people connected to our brand, announce the shows that we have going on. We are a national entertainment company. You just noticed some musicians. We do music. We do comedy. We've had a lot of special interest type shows. So a lot of fun going on here. A couple guests tonight that one of them new to the Mad Hatter Shows podcast, and one was the headliner on the first ever one. So Donnie Baker is going to be calling in here in a few minutes, and then Jersey Kitten at 9:40. So stick around for the next hour. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
I'm excited to meet her.
Yeah. We strategically have you on the show as well because you're joining us on stage this weekend.
Yes.
Your Mad Hatter Show's debut out of state, because you did the Steve Heitner show in Indiana, but we're going to be in Quincy, Illinois on Saturday night. 2 shows the night before in Burlington, Iowa at the Capitol Theater.
Stoked. You have no idea. Not only is it a break for my kids, but performing out of town, yes.
And a big crowd expected on all 3 shows, actually. We've added a second show in Quincy. We've got some photos from this weekend with Donnie Baker. Donnie had a hiatus. Some of you guys saw that in the news, but a couple nights in Pennsylvania. This was the second night in Altoona. Believe it or not, you can look in the background here. We were in a church, or a previous church. It was the Sanctuary in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And this is a great story too. This guy that was smiling there in the middle bought 2 tickets a month before, and his brother was supposed to have the other one. His brother died. He still came to the show, and he enjoyed it, and he said his brother was watching from heaven that night. And that was a cool thing. So that photo was like, we're able to do some neat things.
That's a nice memory to have.
Yeah,
that's a really good memory to have.
It's nice that we can have stories like that sometimes where, we're able to let this guy forget about his grief for a little bit, or at least like have something where his brother was supposed to come to that show too. Couple other photos, I think, from some other fans that were there that weekend. I mean, we had the Pork Pass. We had, I want to say, over 100 people on the Saturday night that purchased the Pork Pass. So that's something you can do. You can buy general admission, just get you in the place, sit anywhere that's in the farther back section. That involved even a balcony on the Saturday there. VIP gets you closer to the stage. And then the Pork Pass gets you a lanyard, a souvenir lanyard. You can see some of the folks there are wearing them. It also gets you to the front of the meet and greet line after the show, and it gets you an autographed poster that's a souvenir that has the dates that we've been doing. So, that one's even been through a filter or something. You can see they're wearing the lanyard. So, a lot of fun though. This weekend we were in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. I was trying to think of the right town name. In Altoona, Pennsylvania, and this time we're in Illinois and Iowa. So we've become pretty much a national company. Also this weekend, Ginger Billy is going to be in Henderson, Kentucky. That's another Mad Hatter show. So this is another one of those weekends where we've got different shows going on in different areas. The Ginger Billy show, we're only selling balcony tickets right now because all 800 seats in the lower level have been sold.
Whoa.
So, Ginger Billy is trying to set aim at being towards one of the biggest draws that Mad Hatter Shows has had. And
that's going to happen.
He's nearing the record. So, that's
definitely going to happen.
Nice setup there. So this weekend, Ginger Billy with Brandon Rainwater will be in Henderson, Kentucky. You can still get tickets at madhattershows.com. Get you a balcony seat. There's no bad seat in there when you're watching these 2 guys. And then this weekend, you and I are joining Donnie Baker, he just rang the doorbell. So let's pull him up.
That's that noise? Okay.
That's the doorbell. Yeah, it's the virtual doorbell. Donnie Baker, how you doing?
Hey, Neil Snyder, I'm doing good. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? I got this new Elvis microphone at a flea market.
That's beautiful. I can hear you. Could you hear us?
Can you hear us? Are you going to sing a song?
Better than Rosetta Stones. I swear to God it is.
All right. Well, we'll let you keep exploring that microphone. This is Riot. Riot's going to be another opener this weekend here. So you guys are meeting for the first time, right?
Yep, this first time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is more awkward than Christian Mingle, but I'm glad to be part of it.
It's a little awkward. It's like a blind date, but right now.
Well, Bumble, you're supposed to make the first move. Girls are supposed to make the first move. But you're going to be traveling with me and Neil Snyder this weekend.
Yeah.
Here's my question for you, traveling with two dudes road dogging. Are you going to be able to hold your mud when it comes time going to gas stations and truck stops? Because we don't just dip in and dip out. We like to browse like we're at Big Lots. Hell, Neil's got a coupon book. I swear to God. And I bought my boat on Speedy Points. So you better be prepared to do your best shopping at like a Pilot truck stop or one of these Sheets truck stops. I like Speedies. I like come and go, and I don't mean to say it in the verb fashion. I like it. I like, we'll be in there. A bunch of Casey's. Casey's Pizza is probably the best pizza.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
We're going out west, and in Iowa and Illinois. Well, also that's the land of the Pizza Ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil loves pizza.
I love
ranch.
pizza. I think I can hold my own with y'all.
Somebody thought he was the lead singer of Blues Traveler. He's only a harmonica away of being riddled in bed for the rest of his life. He ate most of what was on the pizza buffet. I've never seen a dick start with a salad and end with a salad. I swear to God.
Well, it's all you can eat. You got to take advantage, right?
You do, but I don't understand the people that do start with a salad and then...
Then he back to the salad. It's like one of them boomerang lunches. That is after he hit the dessert pizza.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I know, man. He just eating like a hostage. He was late for lunch break at Pizza Ranch. No kidding.
Well, I eat the same way. I eat a lot.
I swear to God. It's like, slow down, El Chapo. You're going to get another meal.
Well, the Pizza Ranch definitely close to your heart too, because that's name dropped in "Let Me Put the Tip In," which is
at the Pizza Ranch. No idea I will get this chance. $80 tab. Try to split it 4 ways. That don't work when your drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza. Boner bought the beer. Then our waitress said, "Why is Riot here?" And I swear to God, let me put the tip in because you're so hot. Let me put the tip in. It's only fair. Let me put the tip in. I love your hair. I play guitar with microphones too. I'll do it all. Right? We'll have a blast on the road.
I can see. I definitely can see. I'm a mother, so I know how to shop very, very cheap. So I'm definitely ready for the shopping experience.
Yeah, you go. Well, I have to learn. I'm raising my son, little Wolfie. Everybody says, "Oh, you're on the road all the time. You must be one of them deadbeat dads." I'm a good dad. He ain't here to vouch for me right now. He's out in the car, but I rolled the window.
Yes, I understand. I keep trying to find a teenage babysitter for my kids, but they're watching their own, so it's hard out here. You got to do what you can, even leaving them in the car, but as long as they got air.
Yeah, no kidding. Hell yeah, that's called a head start. Programs, put it in neutrals, and see where life takes them.
Got to.
I think, a little momentum off the engine block never hurt nobody. Way better than being stuck in mud. But yeah, I can't wait to hit the road again. We was just in. You know what? I performed in a church for the first time ever last week, and that was weird.
I was getting ready to ask you about that. What were your impressions of? I mean, it's not a church anymore. It's a church building that's been purchased and repurposed. But yeah, it was still. There were people. Yeah, we were in a sanctuary. People were sitting in pews.
It's a church.
We did not do a church clean show. It was not.
The irony.
Yeah,
The irony.
Like I said, it was a big stage. There's enough room for me and room for lightning to strike. I did say fuck word. I probably said fuck word at least 4 times. And I know you ain't supposed to say fuck word. I couldn't even wear a lift shirt because they told me they didn't want conflicting religious symbols.
Oh my goodness.
It was weird. That's the first time I've been in a church since Vacation Bible School, like circus 1987. I go to Vacation Bible School, so we had like guest speakers. We had a show up. We had some dick show up. It was the summer. It was so hot. I always had them gnats flying around your face. Them same gnats that hang around wet dog Peters. And we're out next shelter, you know, and then the start playing, so they move the service, and his stick starts playing puppets with his feet. I hate that band.
That guy's probably on a registry now. That's I remember the Pac-Man cereal at lunchtime, you know, the snack time, and they'd put it out on the paper towel. It was 87 around when Pac-Man cereal would have been out with the.
I was not born.
Yeah, man. Yep. Pac-Man cereal. There's all kinds of different cereals, but there's been like Count Chocolate has withstood the time. Count Chocolate's been around forever. You know, that's somebody's been underrated. You know, so he ain't like really accepted by the other vampires, but he's been around forever, longer than Grandpa Munster. And you know, but yeah, Pac-Man cereal. I think there's another famous video games. Maybe didn't the Space Invaders have a cereal for a little bit?
I don't remember.
Arms. I couldn't afford the name brands. My mom Phyllis used to take sidewalk chalk and carve it up just so I could.
It's about the same consistency. That's MadHatterShows.com has all the tickets for the upcoming weekend. We've got you in Illinois and Iowa. Also shows coming up in Ashtabula, Ohio, and Erie, Pennsylvania, and then shows with Kristen Tuff Scott in Kentucky in April. So have you ever worked with Tuff before?
I never have. I heard a bunch of rumors about her. You know, I've seen her regular on YouTube's and Facebook. I like when she throws the dip in. Hey, Neil, have you ever had a blowjob from a chick who dipped before?
I have not. It sounds like a lot of cleanup.
It's weird. It's like you got a blow from a grasshopper, but you get used to it after a while. I could always falls for about 3 weeks. And you know, it's weird. 2 weeks after, free tickets to see Stained. If you don't believe in God after that, that makes you an atheist.
Oh, wow.
So where are your favorite places to tour? We're going all over like kind of the Midwest right now. Where do you like performing?
Well, probably not Ashtabula's, because you leave there with a peach impediment. If you can say that, you can say Scotty Winkler backwards. I swear. Ashtabula's. I've been, you know, I always love Lexington. It's the only place I go twice a year. I love Lexington. I love a bunch of different places. One place I got to get back to is Boise, Idaho. I had to come up last year. I couldn't go there. I'm talking John Payne's about take me back to Boise, one of the most underrated cities in the continental United States, and not just because their football field looks like a permanent mood swing. Like Boise. I love Florida. That's why I moved here. I love Florida. I got a hankering just do a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna start doing these TED Talks closer to home.
Nice. What else can you do in Florida that you can't do in Indiana? That's what have you noticed that's different down there?
Stone crab legs where you are. You guys ever eat stone crab legs?
No.
Yes.
You do?
Okay. Riot will tell you stone crab's the only indigenous crab. It's first off, it's protected. You know, because if we don't, it'll go extinct just like the pilgrims. Only 5 out of the year you can eat stone crabs. It's the only crab. The shells are so thick because of climate change. When you order stone crabs, they give you a bucket, a set of pliers, and a DeWalt drill. And it's like you hear the whole restaurant sounds like this. Sounds like a cobbler convention because they give you a bunch of little wooden hammers like shoe cobblers, and you crack it shell, and there's free lobster meat in it. But the whole time you're eating it, that crab's surviving because they only take one of the claws off of it, and then it swim in circles until next year when they trap it again and they lop off that other side. Crabs are amphibious; they got 2 arms, and then because climate change. They don't even let you throw the shells away. They come around, collect them in a bucket, and then they send those off to Pigeon Forge so hermit crabs could have low affordable income housing for the next 2 years. I'll laugh if you want. It's something about Build Back Better. Anyways, I eat crab legs regular because I think all food tastes better after it's been harmed.
Right.
Okay. Not just crab legs, but mashed taters. I bet you guys like mashed taters.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Because they mashed. I'd much rather have mashed potatoes than a baked potato.
Why is
Who
that?
wants to sit down and carve up a dirty gourd like you're giving in an autopsy? Not to mention, nobody ever just raw dogs a baked potato. You ever seen anybody order a baked potato plain that wasn't bulimic? No. Oh, I need chives. I need cheese whiz. I need sidewalk chalk. I need I need sour cream. It's like, are you eating a baked potato or are you just walking in to Build-A-Bear? Say it right to their face. I like cracking bones and finding meat. I like mashing my taters. All food tastes better after it's been hard. Hell, I'm convinced sloppy joes are just hamburgers that got their ass beat.
Interesting theory.
He's twisting food around for me. And I love sloppy joes. And now I'm gonna just.
A lot of people do. My idiot cousin Lonnie eats sloppy joes out of waffle cones. I swear to God, he waits for the cone to get real soggy, and he'll like chunk it down the waffle cone and let the meat go. I know it's gross, you know.
Oh, so it's a sloppy cone.
Articulated python eating a stouffer or something. It's weird. Feel free to off discussion groups.
So people that watch you every year, people that come in, their regulars, that kind of stuff. What's kind of your new content that we can expect?
I'm across the board. I just hope when people show up, that they trap some of this wisdom. Yeah. Let's face it, Neil, I'm probably as close to Kid Rock as most people are going to get. Second and foremost, when I say something, I say it right to your face. In cursive. I've been talking about a bunch of stuff. I just broke down the food chain for you. What else you want? I'm sick and tired. You know what else I'm sick and tired? I'm going to talk about roundabouts. Why I hate roundabouts. Okay. They're basically crop circles that have been paved over. I hate Jeep trucks. I think Jeep trucks are dumb. I think they're ignorant and they're dumb. I think I hate Jeep trucks. I hate a bunch of stuff. I go back and forth on. I get so sick and tired of different things. I go into a rage. I got so pissed about Jeep trucks, I wrote Glenn Beck about it. You drive a Jeep truck and you drive past me and give me the finger, I'll beat your ass until Creed's popular again.
That might be a while. See, you see what you're signing up for? This is in the van on the way out to the gigs.
I'm hoping I survive by not laughing to death because this is priceless to get the inside mind.
Pick up. We've already had one quiet, right? We don't need you double dipping on us. Swear to God.
Okay. All right. Yes. I'm definitely interested in seeing how you pick out and grocery shop as well.
Here's what I want to know. When you and me and Neil Snyder hop out of a van, what are people going to whisper going, what band is that? I've seen them before, but what band is that? I swear to God.
Remember Kid Rock's drummer, though? They might think that we're part of Kid Rock. I might be like Uncle Cracker, and this could be, the original Kid Rock band.
Yeah, and I try to fluff my hair out and say I'm Macy Gray or Whoopi Goldberg. I'm touring with the band right now.
Get that Macy Gray. That's what they're going to say. Hall & Oates back together. If you could, man, that would be badass. If you could do Macy Gray, hell, we'll start having TED Talks at gas stations. Do meets right there at Pump 7. That'd be badass.
I'm the closest thing you get to Macy Gray. How about that?
Gray, we're going on tour.
Yes, there you go.
Well, those tickets at madhattershows.com this weekend.
A lot of these tribute bands don't look like the bands they're tributing to. I swear to God, a lot of them pathetic. There's Chili Peppers band out there that don't even look like Chili Pepper, not even close to them. So I think we'd come a lot closer than most of them. But yeah, I challenge people right now watching. What would you name this band?
There you go. That'll be us for those days.
We'll have to work on it. We'll have to get this going. So this weekend it's the only one that we have scheduled yet so far that's going to be this combination. So Neil Snyder, Riot, and Donnie Baker. First show, there's still tickets available in Burlington, Iowa on Friday night. Now the 7 p.m. is sold out in Quincy, so now we've got a 10:30 p.m. show. So the second show we might get a little wilder, a little dirtier in Quincy.
I'm looking forward to it. You like late shows, right? I like it because I'll say it like this. I let it eat. You know, it's like the all skate on skating night. You know, let it go. Who cares if they're drunk and rabid? That's what I like. Let them, you know, let them eat, let it go. You know, I pray that a bouncer has to come in and say, drink them up during my set. I pray for that to happen. I feel natural. So I ain't afraid of that at all. I swear to God.
So I think we've got 6 or 7 shows with Donnie Baker on the Mad Hatter Show site. You've got some shows with outside of our promotion as well. They can find that at DonnieBaker.com. Where else can people find all of your entertainment options, videos, you know, audio, all that kind of stuff?
If they go Auto Trader, I've got some information there at Auto Traders. They go DonnieBaker.com. It's probably the best place to go. Craigslist, I got a few ads posted there. And then, like I said, if you go Auto Traders, but DonnieBaker.com is the best one to go to. You don't have to prescribe that stupid list. I'm sick and tired of writing names down. Just go Tom, or you can go bobandtom.com. Sometimes they talk. Look what Tom gave me for a Christmas present. Just arrived here. Look at this. This is pathetic. This is going to Goodwill right now. Look at that. There's a glove.
That should be a stamp. That looks like the new Forever stamp.
I know. I swear to God. What would you name that, man? That dick in a. Because Tom's been a dick from. But yeah, thank you, Tom. I'm glad it got here. Damn near March. My Christmas. Pathetic.
Awesome. Well, we will let you go to do whatever you do on a Tuesday night. I know you've got to call into Bob and Tom in the morning early, but we'll see you on Friday when we all pile in the van and go on to Burlington, Iowa.
Yeah, I'm late for my prayer chain. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Like I said, right, we'll see you. And make sure Neil paces himself and does at least a Lunchable or and make every meal like it's a Last Supper. We'll never get nowhere.
I'll do my best. I'll try to show some restraint.
All right, I'm excited. It was awesome to meet you right now. I can't wait to get to know you even more.
Trust me, I'll put the O in right before he jump starts the van. State law.
You are on birth control, right? That's
no.
We're gonna have to work on this. I don't want to have to be like a godfather.
That is not what I meant by get to know you even more. That is not what I meant. He's still there. Yeah, it's a no go.
He's Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. That's.
No, I think with my personality and his, that baby has no choice but to just give up on life. It's not going to work out.
Do you see that? I didn't notice that next to Elvis was actually Donnie's. He's drawn right next to him.
You keep egging her on, you'll be getting a phone call from the lost Francis DeRacy. Be prepared. We're gonna get.
All righty. Look at that. Our 9:40 prediction is 15 minutes early. It looks like Jersey Kitten is already here. Now, I don't know if she knows she's here. We'll see if she's figured this out.
Yes, I know I'm here.
There you are. Okay. Sometimes technical issues. So the coming up, we've got bonus footage here. We've got Jersey Kitten on early, which is fine. We're just going to plug shows. We can do that at the end. So
that's cool.
Here's our second guest already here. How you doing tonight, Jersey?
I'm doing great. I show up places early for some reason because I'm white. I don't know. I hear that's a thing.
That's an exclusive white trait. It's not something you do, is it? Right?
I showed up early for this.
You showed up before it started. You weren't early. We were here waiting on you.
You didn't give me a specific time.
we had Jason watching the security footage. Go, I think she's coming. I think that's her. So
I show up early for things I actually like going to. So, like food.
Same.
I'm early for food, so
I
I'm sorry.
also like food. I heard Donnie Baker's rundown of the food he likes to raw dog, and I see that he left out donuts. I personally like to raw dog donuts. Those are the best food group.
All right, absolutely.
Big donut fan.
Donuts, though, aren't necessarily. He was talking about food that's been beaten, so I don't know what the.
Oh no!
Maybe a donut hole that's been knocked out of it.
Have you never seen people beat up donuts or pictures be taken with donuts? It's the best.
Awesome. Well, I've met you before, and we're Facebook friends and Pokemon Go friends, but you don't know Riot. So this is Riot. Here is Jersey Kitten. A formal introduction here.
Jersey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well. I heard that you are a power woman, a mother with so much going on. I'm a mother too, but how are you getting any sleep? Like, I see you're in the bed now, probably. Like, how are you getting any sleep through this schedule of yours?
So my doctor prescribed me Ambien. That helps. No, but I'm very an organized person, so I just like to make sure everything gets done. I am a mom of 5. I'm in law school. My husband's a country rapper. He's Knuckles. I'm pretty sure he's probably in the chat.
He's about the first 6 comments today were Knuckles, so I gotta say hey to him. How's it going, Steve?
Share this if you're viewing, sir. And if you already shared it, share it again. And if you're viewing, share this. So the most busy thing is being a mother. I always tell people 10 of 10 do not recommend having children because they just run you ragged.
I think we've got a family photo we can pull up here that we've come prepared with audio visuals, so that's you can keep talking
great.
Here, but you can refer to any of those that are there.
So after one, you kept going? Well, I got 2, so
unfortunately,
I got 2.
If the last was born first, he would be the only child.
Yeah.
He's terrible. My oldest is actually pretty good. The one who's the tallest, that's not my husband. He wants to go to West Point. The little smallest one in the front, he's like a devil child. And then my 2 girls in there, they're pretty good. And then the little other boy in the front, he is an awesome child. And so all are pretty good except for the last one born. And I want a refund on him.
I don't know how that works. We met you guys, Knuckles and Jersey Kitten met you guys when we came out to Oklahoma with Catfish Cooley and then Mick Foley on back-to-back nights. And Knuckles was kind of playing MC there as the local celebrity and brought you there. What were your impressions of Mad Hatter shows?
Very nice. So I want to see more. I love seeing your posts that you make on social media. My husband said he wants Donnie Baker to come to Oklahoma, so maybe we can try to make that happen.
I think he's been in Lawton before. You guys weren't out there at that one, but we got to come back and do another Oklahoma tour.
I remember. I don't remember. I think he mentioned it and he wanted to go, but something ended up happening. But I remember that he had come to Lawton. I don't know how that went for you guys, but he should definitely come back. He's a funny guy.
Oh yeah, I think it was a Thursday show, and it might have been the biggest of the weekend. So Lawton came out. That was I wasn't at that one. That was a show with Jake Rubel. And yeah, here's a souvenir you had when Catfish and Andrew Kahn were there. We can zoom in on that a little bit. That's
Oh yeah.
Is that a custom of yours? That's how you meet the celebrities?
I try to. So, well, really anybody. Some girls at one of my husband's shows. Wait, time out. They wanted me to sign their boobs. They didn't sign my boobs. So I was getting confused. Yeah. So if people want to sign them, they can sign them. They're there. They're usually out at my husband's shows. I have different sides of me. So like I said, I'm in law school, try to cover up the girls when I'm doing work or law school stuff. And then when I'm doing Jersey Kitten or being a rapper's wife, I definitely play the part and dress the part, and my children, yeah, that's me and my law school stuff. So I told my husband.
I've been stalking your profile. Yeah, I've got some photos where you're less clothed too. We'll see if those come out before the broadcast is there.
So that photo you just showed, I showed my husband that, and I told him, I said, this is the first time I've had my photos taken that have like no filters on them, and I'm clothed, like only literally my hands and my face are showing, that I felt pretty. And I told him I get really bad imposter syndrome staring at that. Like, that's not me there. There's no way that me, Jersey Kitten, is holding well, there's not really anything in that little folder I'm holding, but soon there will be.
So you're done, so I was trying to explain beforehand, like you're ready for like the student teaching portion. Like what is it called when you're like in this interim period now that you've passed all your classes, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of my last semesters right now, and I'm working kind of. So I have a certificate and that allows me to work under another attorney. So they have to like check all my work, and I run everything through them before I make a decision for a client. And so I get to do that now. I actually won't actually graduate. I walk in May, but I won't graduate till December. But then I take the bar in next February. So like a year from like today, I think, is the bar. And when I pass that, then I'll be an actual attorney and can represent people.
And see, we know attorneys everywhere, so it shouldn't be a surprise that somebody we've met is, but
yeah,
but not a lot of rappers' wives do this. So you know what I mean? And
I mean, but they should though. They definitely should. Like
you guys you're kind of unique, I guess, as far as that goes. How did you decide on? Have you always wanted to be a lawyer? I mean, because you're a video vixen here. You know what I mean? Not a lot of lawyers are in rap videos.
Yeah. So my husband and I, fun fact, we met on a swingers website, and his ex-wife is married to my ex-husband, and we both had bad divorces, and I had a really shitty attorney, and I ended up representing myself in legal matters, and I decided I didn't want anyone to ever feel the way I felt, that attorney made me feel like I was just a case number and a paycheck to him, and I didn't want anyone to feel that way. I want to be a criminal defense attorney. I should do something else because there's really not any money in being like an indigent defense attorney, but that's what I really want to do. And yeah, so I went to undergrad and I graduated summa cum laude from my undergrad, and that means I had a 4.0 the whole time, for anyone who didn't know that, because I didn't know it till I got it. And then I went to law school. I got accepted into 4 law schools. I also applied to Harvard. I didn't expect to get into Harvard, but they had to look at my application. So my application went across somebody's desk at Harvard, and that made me feel good.
You know what? Getting Knuckles at Harvard would have been a really fun rap video. That would have.
That'll be different. Yeah.
So I hate being in his rap videos. He always wants me to be in his videos, and I'm like, no, go get somebody else. Look, she has a nice butt. Get that girl to. That's why the other girl is in that video. I was like, look at that girl's butt. She needs to be in the music video.
Okay, now you've been his DJ before, or did you DJ before you met him, or how's that? Because you even have a rap single out that people can find on YouTube, right?
I do. So I was not a DJ. So he had like 2 DJs before me, and they just had like falling outs. And he was like, you're going to have a job. You're going to be my DJ now. And he was like, it won't be hard. You just do this and this. And I'm a way better DJ than they were anyway. And I've been busy with law school stuff, but he has a show coming up here in March, and I'm going to be DJing for him then. And yes, I have a single with him that's called Fugitive Love. And I went to the studio with him to record it, and I laid it down in one shot. And his producer was like, wow, you've been teaching her good. But I practiced. So I try to make everything I do really good. So I practiced for like ever doing that. And I was happy when I laid it down in one take. I was like, good job, me. But he's the rapper of us. I take forever to write anything. I used to be a battle rapper around 2015, 16 circa. And he had a blooper reel of me. I would be rapping, and then I'd be like, fuck, shit. And it was just me cursing over and over again on the blooper reel, because I would mess up when I was trying to do battle rapping.
So you guys, I mean, you're becoming national names, but are you local celebrities, right? Who gets recognized more?
So he's obviously more famous than me. However, people recognize me first. They'll be like, we see them look at me, and then they'll look at him, and they'll be like, oh, that's Knuckles. So I definitely get recognized first, and then they're like, oh, that's that girl with that guy, that's Knuckles. Oh my gosh, that's Knuckles. Are you Knuckles? So that's pretty much how it goes.
Okay. So,
and I intimidate people for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm pretty nice, but people are scared of me for some reason.
well, it might be too that guys don't want to admit they know who you are if they're out with their girl, because you've got some steamy content that is subscription only. If we could, are we allowed to bring that up? I mean, you.
So, I mean, yes, I will talk about it. I do not have an OnlyFans anymore. I'm sad about, because it was very profitable. I took it down because, and when I was in law school one day, I had to do this mock interview with someone at the employment office thing, and she was like, so I went on your husband, like, people know my husband there, they'll like be like, I listened to your husband's music, and I'm like, hey, but this lady was interviewing me, and she stopped and she goes, so I looked up your husband's page and I saw some pictures of you. Like, I felt my jaw like drop to the ground, which I don't really care. I just never expected, like, whoa, you're digging real deep. And I was like, yeah, my husband's a country rapper, so I'm like a rapper's wife. I'm trying to explain why there's like dirty pictures of me on the internet. And then also my son, who's 16, was like, I blocked my son on all my social media so he wouldn't see anything. And then I guess his girlfriend tried to look me up, and she came across like my Instagram and found a whole bunch of pictures of me, and she was like, whoa, your mom's hot. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then his friends saw it, and then people at school, it's like the meme, you know, where the kid is at like the locker and they're like, saw your mom's OnlyFans or whatever. So basically got rid of it because of law school and my child. I didn't want to damage him. I don't like having not grown up children, but grown children. Like, he understands things we say, and I'm like, you're supposed to be a little angel. I don't want you knowing about what we're talking about.
So are there other sites where you do other modeling stuff, or is your modeling career kind of on hiatus right now?
So I don't think it's necessarily on hiatus. I have a hard time trying to be true to who I am, which is like, I obviously like sex and I like to be half naked and then being a lawyer, but that's who I am. And so like, I fully intend to, when I become a lawyer, have a kind of billboard that says Ashley Knuckles fighting for you, where I'm like, have boxing gloves and in like hardly anything, but we'll see. There's like rules I have to abide by with the American Bar Association. Yeah. So I always have to make sure that I'm following their rules and not gonna like lose my license.
Right. So
a lot of lawyers are like prudes, which is weird to me because it's like old white men, and they probably think dirty and stuff. They just hide it. And I am an open book. I will tell anybody anything. And I feel like everyone should be that way. Like, no one's going to find dirt on me because I'll tell you about it. So
we've got Knuckles in the comment section saying he enjoyed making content. So, you're going to have
Him and I made content last week. I was like, let me record it. And he was like, why? And I was like, so I can send it to you. Yes. He loves that picture.
Must be nice. I'm single.
That's probably not going to be on the billboard though for once you're advertising your law, or maybe that's here's one we need to get out there, because this is you rocking my t-shirt that I sell at shows here. So I remember I got you a shirt here, and we got some attention on the shirt. I had somebody the other day said, if I get that shirt, will my tits look that good? And I was like, well, there's only one way to find out. Like, it's
if you merchandise donuts, there's a good chance they might. My husband will be like, why are you so sexy? And I'm like, I don't know, I like food, I eat donuts, I don't know.
Well, it's not just him though, because I posted the picture. I have the With Musicians album on my Facebook, And literally within 20 minutes of putting up the picture of you and Knuckles, somebody sent me a message. They're like, "Hey, who's that girl?" And I was like, the wife of the guy in the photo. But yeah, that was so Knuckles gets noticed, but I suspect you're getting noticed as well, even if guys are more discreet about it when you go out.
Yeah, so he doesn't. So like, women don't ever come up. Oh, I lie. So like, if we go out, girls will wait till I walk to the bathroom and approach him. And
Most
I'm like, why
likely.
don't you approach him while I'm here? I don't care. But yeah. But anyway, when I go to the bathroom is like the most lit place of the whole bar that I go to. A girl's bathroom is always where the party's at. There's always some shit going down.
I swear to God, she ain't never lied. Going out and going to the girls' bathroom is like a whole different experience. I don't know what it is. Once you cross the door threshold, it's like either we best friends in this mug, or we scrapping in the bathroom, or you're holding someone's hair, or can you unzip this, or it's like.
See, guys go to the bathroom. We don't even make eye contact with each other. We're like, you know what I mean? It's a completely different.
I came out of the bathroom the last time we went out, and I was like, that girl right there. I was like, her name, I forget her name now, but at the time I knew it, and I was drunk. But I was like, that her name is blah blah blah. Her husband just came back from deployment. She got pregnant by the security guard over there by the door. She ended up getting an abortion because she didn't want to be pregnant by the bouncer's baby, the bouncer over there. Her husband doesn't like the bouncer. They tried to be swingers once, but her friend that they chose to be in the threesome with them, she started texting her husband too much, and then they broke it off. And he goes, "You were in there for like 2 minutes." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know how I got that much information."
It looks like her husband also said he's walked in on you in the girl's bathroom when you were kissing a girl.
Yeah, okay, so it was at a show of his in, I think, Oklahoma City, and I went to the bathroom to use the bathroom, and there was a girl in there, and I don't know how it happened, but we ended up making out, and he opens the door, and he goes, "This is what happens in girls' bathroom?"
Well, it doesn't happen in the men's, at least not with straight guys. So that's you know.
And I was like, "Can we take her home?" And he was like, "No, we live an hour and a half away. Let's go." And I was like, "Whatever." And I walked out.
I feel like you guys need a reality series, you two. Like, this is perfect as far as like you're interesting enough. You got enough other stuff going on that you need to have a show on the E Network or something.
Yeah. So people say that, and I can see it being like country rap stars' wives, because like Catfish Cooley's wife could be on it. Like it would be like housewives of country rap stars, and like who else? Bunny, obviously, and
I would watch that.
I would definitely watch that. This tall guy, he has songs with my husband. Why can't I think of his name right now? You've had him on, I'm pretty sure.
We've had him on.
Maybe. I could be making it up. Totally.
Justin?
Big Murph. Have you had Big Murph on?
Big Murph was on a couple weeks ago, yeah. So
okay,
I can't remember his wife. I met her. I can't remember her name. But yeah, you guys would all be on the show. Like you all belong.
I think her name's Heather.
Could be.
I could be making that up, though. And I always say that just to save face, because even if I'm right, if I say I'm wrong, then I'll be like, I didn't really know. But
well, maybe we can get CMT to do the Real Wives of country rap. We need to get that out there, put that out in the universe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm down to watch that. I am honestly down to watch that. And then
after you've done the show, then we need to get everybody on tour, and we'll do the stadium tour where you guys are doing Mad Hatter shows. So let's reserve this. Mad Hatter's gonna put the reservation on it.
Yes. So that should happen. I totally agree. I think we all have interesting lives, and like they're all kind of different. So it would be good. I think and I always wanted to be on reality TV. When I was growing up, I wanted to be on Real World when that was a thing.
Yes.
And then I got pregnant at 18, so then that was out the window.
That's how you get on MTV now, is 18 and pregnant, right? Like that's the show. You're just a couple years too late.
I got pregnant at 18 too. So I feel
And
your pain.
then Jersey Shore, I wanted to be. I tell my husband he needs to make a song about the cast of Jersey Shore so they'll want to meet me, and then I can go DJ with DJ Pauly D, and I don't know. I have big goals for my future.
Yeah.
have
And this whole passing the bar thing and being a lawyer, you know what I mean? Like that's just one element of you've got all this other stuff going on. So that's why we wanted to have you on. That's very cool. Plug your stuff. Plug your husband's stuff. Where's the best sites to experience your music, your pictures, your all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you make me want to be more active. Okay. You can find me right now only on Facebook at Jersey Kitten. That's my Facebook page on Facebook. And then my real life me is Ashley Knuckles. Yeah, that's my Facebook. Then you can listen to my one single on any music platform. It's called Fugitive Love. You can hear me rap and sing. And then you can find my husband on like every platform, Knuckles at Knuckles Rap, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. He even has a Snapchat that he checks every once in a while. And
what about FetLife? Are you guys on that?
What is that?
I am. I'm on FetLife. My name's like Vixen69. I don't like that platform though. So we met on a website called C4P, which is couplesforplay.com. And he messaged me and he was like, "You're the sexiest girl I've ever seen." And he was like really big and buff. And my ex-husband at the time, he called me fat and ugly every day. So I thought this big buff guy was being rude, and I was like, okay, whatever, motherfucker, I'll fuck you and show you what you're going to be missing out on for the rest of your life. Well, that didn't work out very well. He like stole my hair and made a voodoo doll, and then I married him. But
I feel like we probably need to have you guys on another podcast because we can't fit everything into our hour platform 20 minutes at a time.
You should have it done together. Yeah.
Well, we loved having you on today. It was you were early, but we got it before 10 o'clock. I got to rush through the show rundown, so I'm gonna let you go right now. But congratulations on all the success you're having right now, and
yes.
Best of luck passing the bar and knocking out these last couple classes.
All right. Thank you. It was a pleasure being on, and you guys have a good night too. Thank you.
All right. When we get out to Oklahoma with Donnie or whoever, we're going to have to meet up.
Yes.
Awesome.
Bye.
Fantastic. Well, thanks to Jersey Kitten for calling on. This has been fun so far. We nonstop, basically, from 9:05 to 9:50. We've had just content, right? And that's going to be good for the podcast when they chop it up later. But we got to pay the bills a little bit too, so we got to plug some of these shows we've got coming up. We got to know there's been stuff popping up on the screen, but yeah, when Donnie called in, Ginger Billy was up on there. Let's talk a little bit more about Ginger Billy, because this weekend you can still get tickets to the Henderson, Kentucky show with Ginger Billy and Brandon Rainwater, his opener. We have shows with him in Ironton, Ohio, also right now on the website, Knoxville, Tennessee, Wichita, Kansas, and Fort Smith, Arkansas. So I wasn't lying when I said we were national. We're in all these different states. The Hodge twins are folks that we took across the country. Donnie Baker and Ginger Billy. They're our most traveled guys, I guess. We do a lot of stuff in the Midwest, but with these guys, we go all over the place. So
you'll pay that gas money.
Definitely have fun. Ginger Billy this weekend. Donnie Baker also obviously is going to be this weekend. So we've got Donnie going live. You can follow him online and see everything that's going on. I don't know what else I should say. He threatened me with a lawsuit from the law offices of Peter, Francis, and Geraci. So maybe I should.
With the little last comment, we'll just say that he smashed foods and I don't know what else to say.
You know what? Let's just leave it at that. We don't want to hear from any damn lawyers. So some of those shows, too, the two shows in Kentucky are going to be with Kristen Tuff Scott. So she was with us last weekend, too. I only talked about the shows I was on, but Tony Cordenbrock and Kristen Tuff Scott were actually in Cincinnati and Louisville this weekend. I think somebody, one of the fans, actually took a photo of her on stage and took some video of her this weekend too, so you can get kind of a little bit. There's the first night was at the Redmore in Cincinnati. It was her first show in several months. She hadn't even been online for like a month, so she's basically reemerged to the public last weekend with Mad Hatter shows, and that was a lot of fun. And then we got the video here. This was at the LRS102.com studio in Louisville. And she does music on her shows too, not just the jokes. So
Cool.
come out and check her out. And that show with Donnie Baker also going to have a couple other of the alter egos of Ron Sexton. So if you're a fan of some of his other characters that have been on Bob and Tom,
there's more characters.
there's more characters, and you can check him out online. I don't know who he's doing necessarily, so I don't want to say the names now, but I'm going to guess at least one of them is Floyd the Trucker. So we'll let the one out, and we'll see who else is on there. But those shows at the National Corvette Museum, and then at the same Henderson venue that Ginger Billy's at this weekend. So all these shows are at madhattershows.com. Also coming up here fairly soon, and I believe a guest on the next podcast, Longhorn, is going to be part of a Neil Snyder Presents event. So Neil Snyder Presents used to be called Comedy in Crawfordsville. I used to do shows in little bars, restaurants, anybody that let me set up. Kind of like Mad Hatter shows, but on a much smaller scale.
Gotcha.
I've still got a couple rooms that I'm doing out there. Rensselaer, Indiana is one of them. We do once a year. We do the shows. So I've got Longhorn coming out. Devin Glass is going to open for him. You know Devin?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
2-man show in Rensselaer, Indiana, and you cannot get those tickets at madhattershows.com. So you need to pay attention to the screen here. And when the ticker comes across here, there'll be a 219 phone number. You can also just Google the Rensselaer Fraternal Order of Eagles, and you can see, call there and order your tickets. They're going to have a steak dinner from 5 to 7, and then from 8 to 9:30, we've got comedy. So it should be a fun date night. Get out there. Longhorn's coming all the way from the St. Louis area. He's a funny guy. He was on Last Comic Standing. Usually wearing a cowboy hat, so he's a little more yeah, like here he's more laid back here.
Yeah.
But he's just hanging out. But he's been on some of our shows. Rensselaer's up north, Central Time Zone.
I'm horrible at geography. We've gone over that.
Yeah, head up 65 and then exit there once you're in Central Time. So we've got that going on as well. Other Mad Hatter Shows event, Heather Land is making her debut with us, and the Burlington, Iowa venue that we will be at with Donnie Baker this weekend. So if you like the Capitol Theater, you can get out and check out Heather Land on April 28th and see her act there. She's got a couple books out. She's got a background in gospel music as well, and does comedy. So we like to book people that can do several things. Kristen Scott, Tough Scott, does country music too. Heather Land has the Christian and gospel music. So April 28th, those tickets are available at madhattershows.com. Who else we got coming? Oh, Haywood Banks. We announced those. That's the first time we've announced the new Haywood Banks shows since the last one. Haywood's somebody that's done shows off and on with us for the whole time we've been in business, and we're happy to bring him back to Indiana, Kokomo, Indiana, at the Kokomo Shrine, and then Plainfield, Indiana, at the Eagles Club there. That one's going to be an earlier show at 7:00. It's karaoke night in the bar, so we're going to knock the show out so people that can are wanting to hit the karaoke afterwards can go try to maybe somebody will sing Toast.
Hey, and I remember that. I remember he was one of the first acts I've seen of Mad Hatter Shows, and when he brought out the toaster, I couldn't help but go home and just clanked. It was like a habit. I clanked the side. I was like, oh, okay, yes.
So that should be.
Is he coming back here?
He's going to be in Kokomo and in Plainfield, which is just west of Indianapolis, and we'll see if he ends up back at the Irving in the future. He's got kind of a loaded tour right now, so we only have 2 of his dates, but we always like trying to patch in when we can get him there. So Haywood, another veteran of the Bob and Tom show. So we've got a lot of fans at home, I think, watching the like the Bob and Tom show. Another show that we've just announced since the last time, another guy that we had the Backwoods Riot music festival a few years ago. We've had this guy in Richmond, Indiana before. We've had him in Cincinnati, several different places, but whenever he played Indianapolis, it was another promotion. We finally got him on our show in Indianapolis. Second Chance is going to be with us. Are you familiar with Second Chance?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not even going to lie. I wish I was, but I'm
the
not.
ladies seem to like Second Chance. So this guy does MMA fighting, like amateur, like that's one of his hobbies. He started out as a Christian rapper. He does mainstream rap. He sings country and R&B also. And you can see he's definitely at home doing white people shit also out of the mud tracks and the
which still looks so enjoyable. But
he's from Florida, so he's got that little southern drawl or whatever.
And he lives here.
He lives down south, but he comes up to the Midwest because he's got a lot of fans here. So we're gonna have him in Fort Wayne on Saturday, May 13th, and the night before in Indianapolis. You need to be there. You can watch. This dude can rap. He can sing. He can make the girls swoon without doing either. Just being on stage. It's a funny thing too. So yeah, he does MMA fighting, and he actually had a security guy that looked like this guy had been Trump's security at one point. Like this guy like got hired for major things. He was like jacked up. He's doing like the presidential candidate like tours and stuff. It looks like somebody that you would just not ever want to mess with. And he was Second Chance's security on some of his tour. Well, he came to the Richmond show. So it's those two guys, Second Chance who does MMA fighting and this guy. And we're doing the meet and greet line and they're like, hey, Neil, we need you to go do security to make sure the line doesn't get out of control. And I look at Trevor and I look at this guy that's just jacked all together, and I was like, this guy seems more qualified than me. And he just started laughing. It was the funniest thing. Like, what am I going to do with this security line?
He's like Harvard level. I'm community college. Let's think about this.
Exactly. But you should check it out. He's got a song on YouTube. He's got them probably everywhere. I don't know where he makes the most money if you stream it, but he's got a song with Twista. He can hold his own rapping that fast with him. He's got shows. He's got songs where he's got like a metal and rap rock beat behind him. He's got a song with Lazy Bone that's out there. So I mean, he's actually mixed it up with some major names. But he also he can country sing. He's you know what I mean. Like if you heard him on the radio, you'd be like, wow, this you wouldn't know
like
a dude looks
him
like
on
that.
The Shade Room as the upcoming diversity black.
It's possible,
entertainment. So I might have seen him on there, but now I know what to play on the ride home.
There you go. Head Over Heels is probably one of his most famous songs. But you explore and next time we come back, you tell me what songs you like of his, and we'll bring that up the next time.
I sure will, and I'll be so mad if I have heard him and my mind is just drawing.
And you can't figure out that's that
pretty
guy.
Much, yep.
So that'll be a lot of fun too. And then Bobcat Goldthwait is last but not least. We got some shows with him coming, and he will be at the Irving, so right there in town. He'll also be in Fort Wayne with Mad Hatter shows. So that should be a lot of fun. You can find those ticket links at the website, madhattershows.com. Of course, I don't need to tell you who Bobcat is, right? You're younger than me, but you know who Bobcat is.
I know who Bobcat is. His favorite part is definitely in the Scrooge.
As I get older, though, like I'm starting to like I have to explain to some of these young comics like what these people have been in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Bobcat, he's a stand-up, right? I'm like, you don't remember Police Academy, right? They don't even know what that is.
What it is. Like,
don't remember Hot to Trot. Oh, that was a remake of Mr. Ed. They don't know Mr. Ed was either. You know what I mean? It's just he was the voice of the bunny on Happily Ever After. I never saw it either. They're just like, oh my gosh.
Like Scrooge, which one? Like, oh my God!
Ask your parents how funny this guy is.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I love him.
Great live show. I was able to open for him New Year's Eve, and we're happy to be having him on some other Mad Hatter Shows events. So that's a lot of folks we already brought up. It's and I don't know if I've got a video for Dave Landau or not, but I know we've been popping stuff up on the screen here. I don't know if we've got that. If we don't, that's all right. There's plenty of time till August when Dave Landau makes his Mad Hatter Shows debut with us as well. But he's on the schedule. There's some other names I know that are probably very good. There's Dave. Some other names that are pending that we can't announce yet, but I think they're coming. So John Payne, who Donnie name dropped earlier, he's working behind the scenes. He's keeping this calendar full. So. Even if somehow you've gone through our lineup and there's not any show that you feel like you have to go to, keep coming back to the website, keep looking, because we're gonna have somebody you like.
More and more loading up. Y'all getting. So what comes after national? Look, told you.
International, I guess. We start doing shows over in Europe and shit. I don't know.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Gonna have to get my passport updated. So
got mine.
Very good. Well. You're back in that seat. We need to maybe not wait another year to get you there again.
Please don't. It's is so fun and fantastic, and like these chairs are so comfortable. Like my butt has conformed to it. Don't leave me alone anymore.
If you're anywhere near Quincy, Illinois, or Burlington, Iowa this weekend, and you think that seeing us would be fun, and seeing Donnie Baker, are you kidding me? This is a loaded lineup. Go to get your tickets, MadHatterShows.com. Follow us and wherever you can listen to podcasts. Check out the old ones. I think this is number 25 now. So we've had people just as interesting as Jersey Kitten and Donnie Baker in the past. And we'd love to have you kind of delve through the archives and check everything out. But our hour is up. Sometimes I run over. I think tonight we can say, hey, we're right at an hour.
Yeah,
So
right at an hour.
we did well.
Did good. We wasn't on CP time.
Nope. Can't say CP time during February. That's a slur. All right, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Longhorn will be here, and somebody else that is TBA. So if you want to see who that second guest is, tune in. That show is going to be 2 Tuesdays from now. I believe that's March the 7th. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.